Dear colleagues, the topic of the next event is POLYTEDA CLOUD, the first Ukrainian company that won in the European Program for Innovative Business Horizon 2020, SME Instrument Phase 2. Our guests are Evhen, Utkin, President of KM Core, Oleksandr Hrudanov, Chairman of the company POLYTEDA CLOUD, and Svyatoslav Svyatnenko, Director of Business Development of Borsch Ventures. Dear colleagues, welcome on stage. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. Thank you for this attention to positive news and to technologies. Thank you that we have people like you here. POLYTEDA Cloud. This project was started. We cook our Ukrainian borscht, and we have high-tech network cluster, Borsch Ventures, Cloud, Borsch Ventures that develops such startups at POLYTEDA Cloud. And I dedicated all my life to technologies, and I believe that today's event is really important and maybe the main event for people who deal with technologies in Ukraine. POLYTEDA Cloud is a new business approach, and high technologies are used, microelectronics. POLYTEDA Cloud, we have microchips with millions of and billions of transistors. And in order to send it to production, first you should verify whether it was done correctly, and you understand what should be done in order to verify that all those transistors are connected correctly. The price of mistake is tens and sometimes hundreds of millions of dollars. If you did something not correct, you know that the story about Galaxy and Pentium story. If you follow the technologies, it happened in 1990s. The price of mistake for Intel was billions of dollars. That's why POLYTEDA deals with this critically important segment in the sphere of automation and design. That's why, for us, this is a great news, and I'm proud that these guys, that is Sasha, our new generation, that they created such a project. And I would like to ask my colleague to tell you about it. Thank you very much. We thank Ukraine Crisis Media Center. I would like to tell you about statistics and how we were able to achieve good results. Good overview. Horizon 2020 is European program financing of innovation and business. The budget is 18 million for, and there is also sub-program for SMEs. And we thank to the Ministry of Education who fought for ratification of this program. And due to this, we and our other Ukrainian companies were able to take part in this project. The Ukrainian companies and institutions do not use this instrument efficiently because for 3 years there were at least 60 projects and for 150 and this is for sharing the experience, traveling for Ukrainian business, and the overall sum that was attracted is 10 million euros, and this is not really efficient compared with Great Britain, Spain, Italy, that attract billions in this program. So we address organizations to use this instrument. This is a real instrument of financial support and investment into Ukrainian business, and not only business there. The investments can be provided to venture funds, and also hubs, clusters, and incubators can compete for financing and win in fair competition. Several words about the instruments for SMEs. So this is SME instrument directed to small and medium-sized business with global potential. That is innovative global ambition, 2 phases. The first phase is financing 50,000, and then it provides opportunity to get 500,000 up to 2.5 million euros from the European Union, from the European Commission. And our profile company, Oleksandr Hrudanov is the CEO of this company. They won this company the second phase, and this is the only, the biggest success of Ukraine in this. And we get 1,220,000 million for this project, and we ask you also to apply for this project. So this is not the only project. This is the only project in this Horizon 2020 from Ukraine. And the overall is 10 million, and 10%. Our project was provided with 10%, and we can have more of this. And other countries work more efficiently. Spain got 113 projects, and Italy or Germany have more than 50 companies that are financed, and our Ukrainian company, POLYTEDA CLOUD, get financing 1.2 million of euros for the project, and it comprises finalization of the product and entering the new market with new business model. And we, Borsch Ventures, worked for this model within a year. Starting autumn last year, we worked on the contract with the European Commission, 200 pages. And now we can announce a success story. We succeeded, and we are ready to share our experience with all those who want to join. And lastly, in the framework of limited investment in Ukraine for startups, for R&D, deep science, and POLYTEDA included, it is difficult to find financing. That's why we are proud, as Evhen said, this is knowledge intensive company got this fund, and this is great. And now my colleague Oleksandr is going to tell you about the project and POLYTEDA. Good afternoon, everyone. Firstly, I would like to thank Ukraine Crisis Media Center for hospitality and for this opportunity to tell about POLYTEDA CLOUD and its products. To continue with this topic proposed by Svyatoslav, I would like to say that for the company that work in this area of microelectronics, we need an active stage in the development, because it is difficult to attract investment to Ukraine. But despite this, the engineers and programmers of POLYTEDA were able to develop a product that is called CLVS. This is a unique niche product designed for the developers of integral microchips. Speaking briefly about our company, we are placed here in Kiev. We have our R&D, new Ukrainian company, and we develop and design programs and technologies, services for automation and design of integral microchips. And we have vast experience, and Parallel CLVS is our leading product, and we solve problems, we create solutions. This is the stage of verification, the last stage in design and development of integral microchips. And it goes after it goes before fabrication, and then these products are transferred to production facilities. In order to understand the importance of the stage, we can remind ourselves about comments about products. We use different equipment, smartphones, tablets, laptops, automobile electronics, household equipment. So there were some errors, and some products were sold back, and it happened sometimes because verification was not done properly, and the cost of mistake at this stage is really high. And for producers, it can result in multi-million or even billion loss. And for consumers, it is also a bad thing. Speaking about our project, PV Cloud, this project is called. Our project is directed to integrate technological paradisial LVS and cloud technologies that is developed by POLYTEDA CLOUD in the framework of the project, jointly and supported by the EU and Euro Commission. Our team won in competition among other innovative European companies, and we are going to develop and improve the product of PowerDRC in cloud, and together with new business model we proposed. Speaking briefly, who are our clients, who are the consumers? So these are semiconductor factories. They can use our solutions before producing sign-off study that goes from the developers of and also those who design this equipment. This increases the quality, and for developers this provides an opportunity to save their means by using painful license for this verification in paper use, so the payment also for the time in the cloud, going out of the conservative business model that envisages a yearly subscription. Also, I would like to note that the implementation of the project PV Cloud will provide an opportunity first to increase competitiveness of European production of microelectronics, and for POLYTEDA Cloud to adapt the products and to improve it more, and to bring our innovative model to global markets. In more detail about our main product, I would like to say that this product now is the fastest and the most accurate in the world among products like this, and it is fast because of the use of special technologies of polarization of tasks that we use that allow us to use many processes and many processes in the cloud. You know that they are cheap in the cloud, and it is accurate because we use a unique mechanism of entry data analysis, and this guarantees that all the faults will be found. And this was tested a lot, it was benchmarked, and now we do not have doubts that it is successful. Also, a team of developers developed a script language that is unique, that allows the user to flexibly and briefly describe verification rules of any complexity. Speaking briefly about our ambitions, they are really global. We would like to stress that the approach that we developed and the roadmap of the project envisages in the future that we will be joined by other friendly companies, innovative companies that develop products for automation and design of chips, and we are open for dialogue. We are ready to invite such companies, and the main aim in the future is to gather and to create full cycle of program of software that will be that the producers will get full package, and it will result in building a company of global player that will be successful in the world market, that can compete by promoting innovation. I would like to thank KM Core company, the pioneer of IT industry in Ukraine, also Borsch Ventures company for business development support of our project, and also only thanks to our close cooperation, we were able to create this team success that we brought here to Ukraine. Thank you for attention, and follow the news in our industry. Thank you, Oleksandr. I would like to add two things. First, POLYTEDA CLOUD is the example of global business that can happen in Ukraine for our people. This is one of few examples when the product created can be used and is used in the global market, because unfortunately microelectronics in Ukraine doesn't exist actually now. So POLYTEDA CLOUD, and we open doors to Europe for Horizon 2020, because the money that goes to Ukraine, it goes to the state, and state is not usually efficient, and donor money, grants, they are not efficiently used. And in this case, I am deeply convinced that POLYTEDA CLOUD will demonstrate how private sector can efficiently use money that we got. And also, I would like to start with the Q&A session, and I would like to ask my colleagues. Oleksandr, could you please tell us why did you choose such a name for the company, and several words about the company? First, I graduated from Kiev Polytechnic Institute, KPI it is called. It is not a secret that we have similar names, and we have several legends about the origin of POLYTED name, and each insists on their opinion. And speaking simply, not to argue, the majority of our team, graduates and our colleagues, these are former students of Kiev Polytechnic Institute. And they have background, competence, and we have similar names. So for our company, Svyatoslav, I would like to ask you about Borsch Ventures. Could you please tell us about other successful projects? We work in Horizon 2020 program, and what can you propose for other companies that are innovative here in Ukraine, for startups? What type of cooperation, what type of help, consultation that you can provide, not only through this program, but maybe in other projects? Thank you for your question. First, Borsch has three main areas of activity. To help companies to enter the market, we have experience in Poland, and the investments are attracted, and we help with this. And next, we help with business expertise Ukrainian companies are usually founded by engineers with technical background. It is difficult for them to deal with financial plans and modeling. And then the third is search for financing and investment. And one of the instruments we use is Horizon 2020. Also, we have a number of other companies that provide NATO cooperation and the NATO projects, and the Norwegian project, one of the examples how human capital in Ukraine can win in a competition in NATO projects. And as to cooperation, we have several main areas. We will come and tell you about it. We will hold other events because this is real for Ukrainian company. We competed with different countries of the world. 259 countries participated, and we can consult some companies if we see potential, if we see that they are ready for the stage to win such an instrument, Horizon 2020. So these are two main ways of cooperation with other Ukrainian innovative companies. Also, I would like to stress that companies that apply for this investment projects, there should be more companies like this, because for 1.5 years, only 20 or 12 or 13 projects were submitted, and mainly this was done by our project. So if you need advice, please, you can address Borsch Ventures if you like. Thank you. Dear colleagues, do you have questions? Do you have questions to the speakers? Yes, one question. Please introduce yourself. Andrei Megel, Concord Consulting Company. The world experience shows that new developments, they are interdisciplinary. And do you plan to involve specialists from humanitarian area? And maybe there should be platforms at our Kiev and Lviv educational institutions that preserve scientific potential. It's a good question. If we are speaking about new developments, not only interdisciplinary, but it is done usually by young people. That's why we are thinking about cooperation with university. First, this is in agricultural area, and it is cooperation between IT. There are a lot of IT engineers, 100,000 plus in services that were exported, and also at the same time there are people, there are lands, good soil, and these can be done, and technological companies, they can be the winners not only in Ukrainian market, but they can be global companies. If we are speaking about data, 4.6 billion were invested in IT companies in the world, and in Ukraine there is a lot of investments. And the European company, they deal with technologies for the defense area, and these technologies can be used in other areas, in agriculture, security, and so on. If you allow me, I would add several words in continuation of our topic. As it was said, we have plans to build a global company. That's why the attraction of the new talented people, both technical specialists and specialists in the industry and business development and other areas. This is very good topic. We plan to cooperate with the Ukrainian technical institutes, and also we have partners in Silicon Valley in the United States. There is a heart, a core of all the industry, and also incubators, centers, guru, and experts in the area, without whom it is difficult to build a global company, because the main market is there, the main consumers are there. They follow the technologies from there, and of course, we will establish such partnership. Next question, please. Pavel Krasnov, it's the question to Oleksandr. Could you please tell us more about project and a team in the context of time for the development of POLYTEDA project? How many people were involved, the amount of money spent, and who provided ideas for this? So maybe we should divide this question into several questions. So this is the world-class product that was not easy to develop. This is not a year of work, this is several years of work. And after the basic product is ready, control and checks takes a lot of time, certification, validation. There are some specific procedures in our field, how to validate the results. It takes a lot of time. And in order to create a product like this that is able to compete with the leaders of the market, it takes about 3 to 5 years. And at different stages, this is different number of stuff, maybe intensification of R&D, maybe some business developers and the marketing should be involved. The product should correspond to the needs of the market. And can I say, please speak closer to the mic. So maybe you should clarify that there are two companies. If we speak in more detail, there is company POLYTEDA CLOUD. This is new innovative company that proposes new cloud approach and technologies and business model. And this company is spin-off of other company that will call POLYTEDA. This is Ukrainian company with Ukrainian R&D that developed the product, the core product, DLC LVS, that can compete in the area. And this product further develops using our cloud model. Our company is up to 15, and in POLYTEDA, in different times, they had different number of people. Oleksandr, POLYTEDA CLOUD had, if we are speaking about POLYTEDA, it has its own history, several years, maybe 2008 or 2009. It was established, and this company, Evhen, invested $13 million. And there were different times, and up to 50 developers worked for POLYTEDA. And POLYTEDA CLOUD, this is a new company. This is a spin-off that deal with cloud solutions, cloud services, and this is an innovative approach in the industry, DA, electronic design automation. There are three main world leaders and niche market where POLYTEDA CLOUD is going now. So thank you very much. This is, if you have questions, you can put them off records. Thank you, dear colleagues. Till the next time, goodbye.
Спасибо.